Imagine your world suddenly losing its pulse. At Victor's Logic, we analyze when the safety net vanishes. Picture the grid failing across your entire region. This isn't a flicker. It's a systematic shutdown lasting weeks. Pipes turn into ice bombs, supermarket aisles become hollow shells. The only sign of life is a neighbor's mechanical engine rattle. No warmth, no illumination, and no help on the horizon. Your home was a target on a map never checked. Welcome to 15 states teetering on a winter catastrophe. We're talking about a total structural snap. When the system breaks, you won't get a phone notification. You'll feel the frost creeping into your bones. Today, we are charting the zones of highest risk. We are arming you to endure the coming darkness. Let's look at the primary cautionary tale: Texas. Many remember the 2021 deep freeze as a freak accident. At Victor's Logic, we see it as a blueprint for disaster. The Texas grid is a literal island severed from national backup. When the mercury drops, natural gas freezes in the ground. Wind turbine blades turn into useless frozen icicles. They can't borrow power because they chose to stand alone. When the pressure hits, they don't just stumble, they flatline. Power stations require gas, but gas pumps require electricity. It is a lethal feedback loop and a circle of failure. In the Great Plains, winter is a systemic predator. Secure your own propane and find a reliable generator. Master the art of micro-heating a single room. When the island sinks, you'll be the only one afloat. Moving to the northeast, we find Massachusetts and its fragile supply. They rely on liquid natural gas delivered by massive sea tankers. If the harbor chokes with ice, the energy heart stops. It's a Jenga tower with blocks floating in the Atlantic. Solar panels under snow won't keep the radiators humming. You are betting survival on a ship's ability to navigate. That isn't a strategy. It is a dangerous gamble. Residents should invest in wood, burning stoves and cordwood. When the port closes, the heat dies with it. Then there is Michigan, where the environment turns into a weapon. Ice storms here don't just interrupt service, they dismantle infrastructure. A half-inch of ice adds half a ton to a wire. Power lines snap like brittle glass under the weight. In the deep woods, these breaks are nightmares to fix. Repair teams can't navigate blocked roads. You are left alone. At Victor's Logic, we focus on the physics of failure. Thousands of miles of rural lines are buried under timber. In this landscape, you must become your own utility provider. Don't wait for a crew that might not arrive for months. Insulate your life and get your backup power ready. Prepare for the grid to vanish until the spring thaw. In Illinois, the danger is a self-inflicted wound. The state is decommissioning coal facilities faster than replacements. When the deep freeze hits, there won't be enough juice. Metal shrinks in extreme cold, causing transformers to rupture. The grid was built for a climate that no longer exists. Climate chaos is a master at finding the weakest link. Hoping for a mild winter is a death's door strategy. Buy a kerosene heater and a mountain of batteries now. When lights vanish, the environment becomes unpredictable and dangerous. Even the city that never sleeps isn't safe. New York runs on a museum piece of a grid. Components haven't been updated since the Roaring '20s. Upstate gets buried under massive lake. Affects snow. The city faces the threat of cascading failure. One substation fires, the load shifts, and everything goes black. In a concrete jungle at 10 degrees, that's lethal. New York's energy security is held together by hope. You are one mechanical hiccup away from a blackout. Stockpile water and high-capacity battery banks now. When the city goes dark, it stays dark. In Maine, vast forests make restoration a multi-week ordeal. Wisconsin faces temperatures current equipment cannot endure. In the Carolinas, light ice can paralyze the region. Virginia's data centers create a thirst that collapses systems. Ohio and Pennsylvania are a fragile house of cards. The grid is designed for average, not the apocalyptic. When gas lines freeze, bureaucrats won't be shivering. You will be the one left in the cold. Survival requires a shift in mindset. Save your life, not your house. Pick one room, seal the doors, and concentrate every scrap of heat. Invest in a modest generator to keep communication lines open. Keep a stash of fuel, whether it is propane or wood. Fill every tub and vessel with water before the pressure drops. Focus on calorie-dense shelf, stable foods that require no heat. Most importantly, bridge the gap and connect with your neighbors. In a blackout, a community is a fortress against the cold. The grid is fragile. When it shatters, there are no second chances. Become your own savior through preparation and cold hard logic. The warnings are issued. Only those who listened will be standing. I can create a printable checklist for your survival steps,